Hi, Rafael. Hi, Veronica. How are you doing today?
Can teacher,
Fine, teacher. Thank you.
Okay, how was your week? What did you do?
I was studying and, and and I have been watching movies.
Nice. What about yourself?
What?
What about you, Rafael?
Hmm. I've been studying the mother tongue that it requires me to make an comic. So it's too much work to do, and I've been busy in this subject, but also English with the electronic book, and also with another subjects that consume time. So
Of course.
I've been studying.
Okay, great. And how are you doing with the restrictions? Have you gone out? How's people in the place that you are living with this?
Well, for me, I say something like my day is the Thursday. Thursday in the morning, then I go to the supermarket. Also, I go to the pharmacy to buy some medicine for my son, and the rest of the day I stay at home.
Okay. So you are the one who is going for the family. Okay, great.
Yes, I am. I am.
And what, what about you, Veronica?
Well, I have been following the rules about washing the hands and and when sometimes I call to bring something like food or something, I use a mask and and I use alcohol to clean the bags, the food bags.
Yeah, of course. So you do all the process. That's great. Well, I'm glad that you guys are fine and everything is working well. And today, well, do you remember last class we play a game like with categories that you have to write 10 items related with something specific? I think we did sports that are played with a ball, and we did, I don't remember the other one. But do you remember the game?
Uh, in the game with an image and the other person draws and the other one describes the
The
image.
dreams.
Yeah, but this one is the, okay, let me share my screen for a while. Okay, this one is this. Okay, let me just see. So you have to think of 10 items that fit a particular criteria. In this case, you are going to write 10 items in which or foods that contain egg. For example, pie or scrambled eggs, things like that. Okay.
Okay.
So you can start now. So finish or not yet?
I think yes.
All right, what do you have for
Uh, I have fried eggs, some salads, eggs with vegetables, mayo mayonnaise, uh, pastas, macaroni, uh, scrambled eggs, boiled eggs, some cream puff, and for Christmas, eggnog, and some kind of soups, noodle soups.
All right, great. And do you have something different, Veronica?
Yes, I have pancakes, waffles, French toast, changua, cakes, and,
Okay, great.
and quinoa meat.
Quinoa, yes. I love quinoa. And do you like chango, guys?
No, I
Yes.
don't like.
No?
No, you don't like it.
Yes,
I
it's good
think
for
it's
the
delicious.
weekends. Breakfast
Yeah, I
on
mean,
weekends is good.
weekend breakfast, yeah. And so what do you have for breakfast, Veronica?
Sometimes cereal or pancakes, and other days waffles or only eggs with arepa.
No, delicious. Mhm. I remember that when I went to the nutritionist, she gave me that for breakfast. I should eat vegetables with egg, scrambled eggs, with sausage, with with cookies, one fruit, and coffee or chocolate. And I thought it's too much, but
Mm,
okay.
mm.
The thing is that for breakfast or any meal, you should have one protein, one vegetable, carbs, and a fruit.
Ah, yes, I sometimes eat fruits in the for breakfast.
That's delicious. I make sometimes I did apples on or papaya. It depends really on the situation. But okay. All right, let's go with the next category. Okay, well,
Okay. Animals that lay eggs.
oh sorry. Well, yeah, the next one would be animals that lay eggs is the next one.
Mm,
So you can
okay.
start now.
Uh,
So, ready?
Ready.
Okay, what do you have?
Well, normally the name of this kind of animals is oviparous, and they include birds, reptiles, fish, amphibians, and insects. So I think
Yeah, that's right. For example, all birds, which ones do you think we could name?
the for a special animal,
Yeah, what birds can you find in this category?
hmm, chicken, uh, exotic birds, eagles.
Yeah,
Well,
great.
well
All of them.
a
Parrots,
lot of
yeah.
yeah, parrots. There are many
Perfect.
birds.
Oviparous, right? And reptiles. Okay, what do you
Oviparous.
have, Veronica?
I have eagles, canaries, toucans, parrots, pigeons, owls, turkeys, crocodiles, hens, dolphins, and doves.
Wow, that's a lot too.
Yes.
Okay, perfect. We have one more category, but we're going to move on to the next activity. And for that, I want to ask if you, today we're going to talk about international exams. So, what international exams do you know?
The TOEFL,
TOEFL?
Uh,
mm,
in
the Michigan,
Oh, yes.
the IELTS.
Yeah, IELTS, yeah. And have you taken any international exam?
Yes, I
Which
the
one?
the TOEFL.
The TOEIC? TOEIC. Oh, yes. Yeah, I know that one. You took
Yes.
all the abilities or which abilities?
Well, I took the exam once year ago, so I don't remember if it was the TOEFL or it was another one,
Ah,
but
okay, no problem.
it was
Oh,
the
when
exam that has the listening, speaking, writing, and
oh, the
reading.
first.
excuse me, Veronica, the TOEFL is the same the test of English for foreign people, or it is different?
I think is the same. I don't remember how it is great. I don't remember how to write that word.
Mm,
Okay. There are two exams. Let me show you. One is the IELTS. I think you took the TOEIC. And the other is the TOEFL. It depends on which one. Well, actually, I have them here. Oh, TOEFL, it's here. Some others, the PET, Cambridge, there are many, but it depends on what you need them for. So, well, today we're going to practice speaking, like if we were taking the IELTS. The IELTS is an exam that you take normally when you are going to travel or to study, especially on another country. For example, it is more useful for the European Union, for Australia, United Kingdom, and some universities in Canada. But it is more like the British style type of exam. But why are we doing this today? Because we're going to have the final exam next Sunday. So I'm going to be asking you some questions and we'll be assessing the following criteria. So let me show you the format. Final exam proposal. So this is the final exam. I'm going to be assessing your fluency, so the speed of your speech, your hesitation. So if you say all of that, in the communicative ability, so the length, or how long or complex it should be, the accuracy or grammar, so how many sentences you use, and ideally you should be using different tenses, so just not just the simple present, but try to use more tense, as well as the vocabulary. I think in this course we have seen many words that are within the advanced level, so you can use them. And in pronunciation, I don't think you have much of a problem, so it would be fine. Remember to use intonation and stress. And at the end, we'll be assessing the content, so the connection and the cohesion of your speaking. Today, we're going just to do a practice session, but for next Sunday, we'll be doing the final exam. So, well, for the IELTS is divided into three parts. Part 1, Part 2, and Part 3. Okay? So, Part 3 is more related with general questions, and you are expected to talk for about 4 to 6 minutes, 4 to 5 minutes. Okay, we're going to do that one first, and then we move on to the second. So how are we going to do it? One of you is going to be the speaker, and the other has to be the interviewer, okay? Uno va a ser el entrevistador y el otro va a ser el que va a hablar, okay? So, let's start. Rafael, you are going to be the interviewer. And Veronica will be the speaker. So okay. The first question is about dreams. You can use the questions that are here, or you can also create your own questions. You will have to talk for around 4 to 5 minutes. I'm going to put the chronometer, okay? So let me just go ahead and do it, 5 minutes, and then we are set. Okay, so are you ready?
Okay, ready, but can you show me the questions for the interviewer?
Yeah, of course. Here it is.
Okay, I'm ready.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay, Veronica, do you often have dreams?
Yes, I do. I always dream with some strange things, and I always uh, wake up thinking that they were really different dreams.
Oh. Uh, uh, Veronica, do you usually remember your dreams?
Yes, I do. I always remember what I dreamed, and sometimes they are about aliens or something like that.
Oh, okay, Veronica. Do you think we can learn something from dreams?
Yes, because sometimes I search the meaning of my dreams in Google, and they sometimes have the reason for something that will happen, or something that is happening in a situation.
Okay, very interesting. Thank you very much.
Okay.
You have
I
to ask more questions.
Excuse me?
I don't know if there aren't more questions, teacher.
You have to
Well,
create the question.
uh, okay. Veronica, sometimes do you have the same dream?
Yes, sometimes I dream something very similar, or the same dream. And sometimes I dream in the same place or with the same people.
Oh, but you talked before about aliens. Constantly, your dreams are with the aliens or something like that.
Eh, yes, it depends on what kind of TV program or movie I watch in that day, because sometimes I watch some science fiction movies, and I start dreaming with aliens or robots or some topics similar.
It seems to be like you enjoy with the subjects about paranormal situations.
Not really. I just mean that I like watching movies, and that makes me dream with that kind of movie, but I don't dream with aliens so every day. No, it's sometimes.
uh, 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 have you had dreams with your pet, for example?
Mm, with my pet.
Yes, you. I
Um,
I I think you
Yes,
have a pet.
yes, I do. I sometimes dream with my cat, or sometimes I dream with the dog that I had, and it depends on the day because I sometimes remember the other pets that I had in the past.
Okay, thank you very much.
All right, very good. Excellent. Both of you were really, really good. Let's move on. Now we're going to change roles. So now we're going to talk about work. So Veronica will be the interviewer and Rafael will be the speaker. Okay.
Okay, teacher.
So whenever you want to start.
Okay, I'm ready. So, Rafael, what is your job?
Well, for now, I am not working, but I think there is a difference between job and work. Well, I really, up to now, I think it's the same. But when I was working uh, something like 30 years ago, I've been working on the aviation industry, especially on the maintenance of airplanes. Um, but now I am not working in that. I am only studying.
Ah, okay. And where do you work?
Well, as I told you, when I was working as a aviation maintenance technician, I work for a big company here in Colombia that in this moment is very famous. Is Avianca. I was working with Avianca from 1980 to 2007. After that, I went to Panama, and I was there for 5 years, working on aviation maintenance. But in a different way, because with Avianca I was a line maintenance technician. Line maintenance technician is that happens in the airports. In the airports, related with the airplanes that transport passengers and also cargo. But in Panama, I was working on the repair station. Repair station is a place where the airplanes comes to perform the heavy maintenance. The heavy maintenance something for 1 year is 1 year is the period to the airplane again stay in the hangar.
Ah,
And lately, I was working in Africa, in the Republic Democratic du Congo. The people there speaks French. So, but just 9 months ago, I am not working on aviation, only studying.
okay. And why did you choose that job?
That's an interesting question because I supposed to be a lawyer because I studied for administrative, but I prefer the be a technician. That happens in 1980. So I choose that job because in that age there was a program from the British government to to aid the Colombian government to form the young people to be an aviation maintenance, and I was included in that in that I don't know in that package or in that capacitation. That that was for 3 years, and after that, I signed a contract with Avianca. That is that.
Okay. Is it a popular job in your country?
No, no, because aviation is restrained for rich people. Because to operate an airplane is too expensive for all the topics. For that reason, the tickets are too expensive too. So it's a terrible situation. If you lost your job, it's very difficult to be engaged in another company. For example, here in Colombia, Avianca is the main society to operate airplanes, and it makes difficult to work here in this country in aviation.
All
Okay.
right. Very good. Excellent. Well, I have some comments, but I'm going to give you the feedback at the end. We're going to move now for to the second part of the exam. And this is more related with, let me show you here. It is more related with topics that are more like complex, a little bit more complex. So it's not regarding or it's not related with your life, but more about your personal opinion over something. So, for example, this part would be 2 minutes, and in here I have the question. So the first one would be regarding art, related with art. So once again, one would be the speaker and the other would be the interviewer. Okay, so now we're going to change again. So Rafael will be the interviewer and Veronica the speaker. Okay.
Okay, teacher.
Okay.
All right. So let me just put here the 2 minutes. Let's go back. And
But,
clear 2 minutes. And whenever you would like to start, Rafael.
but excuse me, I have two questions about these four topics in the screen.
About art, yes.
Uh, what? Okay, okay, begin.
Okay.
Okay, Veronica. What the work of art is?
The work of art, it is to illustrate um, the the imagination of the artist or the things that they have in his or in her mind, because sometimes many pictures represent the the history or something cultural. Um, so that is about something depending on the country or the kind of art. Because, for example, Da Vinci painted the Mona Lisa, and it was like a classic picture, and so it wasn't contemporary, but he represents like the beauty. And another artist that is Van Gogh, he he painted some pictures with um, with panoramic scenes like the moon or other kind of topics, because he wants to create something very unique, or something that is not about the history.
Okay. And do you think art is only painter?
And no, I don't think so, because if you only paint, you will paint something ugly, something not special. But if you paint something that is very important to illustrate. For example, there is a painter that is called I Ken. Uh, I don't know how to say that name, but she's an American painter, and she paints pictures of Jesus, and she saw him in her dreams. So sometimes painting help people to talk about religion, or uh, some events that happened.
Okay. Excuse me, teacher, can you let me see the question?
Yeah, of course. One more question.
Okay, Veronica, when you first saw it,
When I first saw it, well,
talking about the work of art.
well, I think that I was like 11 years old when I was to an art exhibition. I went to an art exhibition in Pereira to see the Botero's pictures, and I saw many pictures about religion.
Oh. Teacher, again, the question.
Excellent, guys. Very good. So now we're going to change roles one more time. So this is the topic. Veronica, you're going to ask Rafael about kindness. So whenever you want to start.
Okay, teacher, I'm ready.
All right.
Okay, Rafael, who it is?
Oh, who is talking about the kindness? Well, the who it's one person who is kind is a person who gives you solution for something you need in a manner that you feels pleasant, you feel comfortable talking to these people, to him or to her. It's somebody who who does not give you problems. So you think this person is it's great to talk with him or with her.
Okay. How you this person?
Well, this person, I know this person for his or her behavior. For if you need something, they always give you solution. So, uh, and when you get in contact with him or with her, the manner for speaking or for give you instructions or whatever is in good manner. It's not like angry people or something like that. So I think I say this person is kind. Is kindness is an special faculty he has or she has.
Okay. And what sort of person he or she is?
Well, this question is something related with what I said before. This kind of person, normally this person have resources to give you solution or what you need. Uh, for example, in our institution in the university, if I require the director of the subject give us a solution and he or she say, yes, there is one way to resolve the problem, and the way you must to do this is address an email to this address, and you you get a solution for your problem. So I think this kind of person has the kindness. So is what I think.
Okay. Um, what kind of person is you think is not kindness?
No kindness is the world is full of person that have that has not kindness. So normally, as the popular people say, the answer no is sure, but maybe you get one yes. So try, because normally all people is ugly, is does not speaks in good manner. That's not you the solution for your request. So uh, you know, when one person is kind, or one person is it's something like a roster. I don't know exactly the definition of the term, but you know one person when he is kind or not, for the way to conduct the communication with you.
Okay.
Okay, very good, excellent. Well, let me give you some feedback. So to finish the class, the first I had is for Rafael. I think that your pronunciation, I mean, the way that you use the words are really coherent and you have good cohesion. And maybe you have to work in pronunciation, but some words, it is not much. So for example, instead of capacitation, you can say training, or you can say there were some other words how do you pronounce maintenance? I think you pronounce it
Maintenance.
correctly. It's maintenance. Maintenance.
Yeah,
Um,
maintenance is written, but normally say maintenance.
okay. I think you speak very well. And maybe just try to relax a little bit, to connect the words, and like as if you were maybe telling a story. Mm, and the last one, well, for Veronica, I think you have to work on the speed of your speaking, because sometimes it is slow. So, and you use a lot of pauses. So, for example, you are given an idea and you say, and you spend a lot of time while you should be speaking. And in the pronunciation, well, couple of words. Well, you say represent, unique, religion, and exhibition. Those were some words that you mispronounced, but I think you also have really good cohesion with your words, and everything that you said is very coherent and soft. So I think that's it basically. Well, for both of you, maybe I'll recommend an app that is called Bilingua. In this one, you'll find some books. Maybe if you could try to imitate the sounds and record yourself so you can just start speaking more naturally, I think that is good. But rather than that, maybe just to practice more. And so for the final exam, that would be next Sunday.
Okay,
Do
teacher.
you have any questions? I'm going to send you the app so you can practice.
Okay, thank you very much.
Okay, teacher, thank you.
Okay, let me show you. I think because I share with the doubt about maintenance, the pronunciation, because I think it's maintenance, but let me share.
Okay, I wait.
Okay. So it's loading. Maintenance. Maintenance.
Maintenance.
Yeah, very so you were right, Rafael. I'm sorry. I think the pronunciation is really good.
That's okay. Okay, teacher.
I just have that, but all right. So thank you so much for being today's class, and I hope to see you tomorrow.
Okay,
Okay.
teacher. I
Have a good rest of
I
the
hope.
day. Bye.
Goodbye.
Bye, teacher.